The Incredible Hulk is more than just a film, it's a cultural monument, a timeless symbol that has ignited the imagination and emotions of millions worldwide. Yet, behind the glow of immortal superheroes lies the heartbreaking tale of 24 stars who departed this world under tragic circumstances. From unforeseen accidents to courageous battles against illness, each loss left an indelible mark not only on their families and friends but also on devoted fans and the entertainment industry as a whole. Join us as we delve into the hidden stories behind the scenes of The Incredible Hulk, where the radiant smiles on screen contrast sharply with the silent struggles and challenges of real life. In this journey, we not only honor the extraordinary individuals who left behind an irreplaceable legacy but also shed light on their lives and the enduring spirit they imparted, forever etched in the hearts of audiences. This is a story of loss, remembrance, and the enduring brilliance of flames extinguished too soon but still burning brightly in all of us. Denny Miller, 1934 to 2014. Denny Miller brought his chiseled features and commanding presence to the role of John Toby in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. A former college basketball star turned actor, Miller's big break came when he was cast as Tarzan in Tarzan, the Ape Man, 1959, making him the first blonde Tarzan in film history. Despite his striking looks and talent, Miller often found himself typecast, limiting his career to guest appearances on television shows such as Gilligan's Island and Magnum, P.I. His personal life, though outwardly stable with a long-lasting marriage, was not without shadows. He struggled with the pressures of Hollywood's expectations and the disillusionment of unrealized potential. Diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, in his later years, Miller faced his illness with courage and humor, chronicling his experiences in a memoir. He passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy of perseverance and warmth. Bill Bixby, 1934 to 1993. A figure of charm and intensity, Bill Bixby portrayed Dr. David Banner, a scientist driven by grief and guilt to seek a cure for the monstrous alter ego within him. Bixby's naturalistic acting brought depth to a role steeped in tragedy, lending humanity to the green-skinned behemoth's struggle. Before this defining role, Bixby had already made his mark in television with My Favorite Martian and The Courtship of Eddie's Father. Off-screen, his life mirrored the turbulence of his on-screen persona. A strained marriage to actress Brenda Benet ended in divorce, but the true heartbreak came when their 6-year-old son, Christopher, succumbed to a sudden respiratory infection. Devastated, Benet took her own life a year later. Bixby, ever the professional, buried his grief in work but never truly healed. Diagnosed with prostate cancer in the early 1990s, he continued directing and acting until his death in 1993. His stoicism in the face of illness exemplified the quiet heroism that made him unforgettable. Sandy McPeak, 1936 to 1997. Sandy McPeak portrayed Alex in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk, lending a nuanced depth to his character. A prolific character actor, McPeak was a familiar face on television, appearing in series like Dallas and Columbo. Despite his frequent appearances, he never quite achieved leading man status, a fact that reportedly weighed heavily on him. His personal life was equally complex. Known for his charm, McPeak had a series of tumultuous relationships, and his restless nature often made lasting connections difficult. Professionally respected but personally adrift, he struggled with bouts of loneliness and self-doubt. McPeak died of a heart attack in 1997, his passing largely overlooked by the industry he had devoted his life to. His quiet, understated talent remains a poignant reminder of the unsung heroes of Hollywood. Jack Colvin, 1934 to 2005. Jack Colvin played the persistent journalist Jack McGee, whose relentless pursuit of the Hulk symbolized society's obsession with the monstrous unknown. Colvin's portrayal of McGee brought a subtle complexity to a character often dismissed as a mere antagonist. Beyond The Incredible Hulk, Colvin was a seasoned actor with roots in theater, including a rich collaboration with the Actors Studio. While his professional life was steady, his private world was far quieter, often shrouded in mystery. A deeply private individual, Colvin never married or had children, and his relationships, if any, were carefully guarded secrets. His later years were spent mentoring young actors, his passion for the craft undiminished. Colvin passed away in 2005 from complications following a stroke, leaving behind a legacy of understated brilliance and an enigmatic personal history that only added to his mystique. William Lucking, 1941 to 2021. William Lucking portrayed Harlan Bates in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk, embodying the tough and rugged characters he became known for throughout his career. A versatile actor with an imposing screen presence, Lucking appeared in a wide range of productions, including Sons of Anarchy, where he played the wise and intimidating Piney Winston. Off-screen, he was a thoughtful man who defied his rough image with his love of literature and poetry. His personal life, however, was punctuated by quiet sorrow. His first marriage ended in heartbreak, and he faced the loss of close friends in the industry. Despite these trials, he found solace in his second marriage and the joy of fatherhood. Lucking passed away peacefully at his home in Las Vegas in 2021, leaving behind a body of work that showcased his immense talent and depth. Charles Napier, 1936 to 2011. With a rugged voice and imposing physique, Charles Napier was cast as the voice of the Hulk in 1 episode of the Incredible Hulk series. Though his contribution was fleeting, Napier's career spanned decades, with memorable roles in Rambo, First Blood Part 2, The Blues Brothers, and Silence of the Lambs, where he often played characters exuding authority or menace. Despite his professional success, Napier's personal life was marred by discord. He was married twice, first to Dolores Wilson in 1959, but their marriage ended in divorce. His second marriage, to Dee Napier, lasted from 1972 until their divorce in the 1980s. Napier's later years were spent reflecting on the sacrifices made for his art. In 2011, he suffered a heart attack and passed away in a hospital in Bakersfield, California, leaving behind a legacy of versatile performances and a trail of unresolved regrets. Paul Costello, 1944 to 2019. Paul Costello brought intensity to his portrayal of Carl Rivers in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. Known for playing villains and anti-heroes, Costello's career thrived in the 1970s and 1980s, with standout roles in films like The Omega Man and Mr. Matchstick. While his characters often exuded menace, Costello himself was described as warm and affable by colleagues. His personal life, however, was tinged with complexity. A brief first marriage ended in acrimony, and he later found lasting happiness with actress Alaire Patterson, with whom he shared a daughter. Though he continued to work steadily in film and television, his career waned in his later years. Costello passed away in 2019 after a battle with pancreatic cancer, his life and legacy a testament to his dedication to his craft and his resilience in the face of personal and professional challenges. Walter Brooke, 1914 to 1986. A veteran of both stage and screen, Walter Brooke appeared in 3 episodes of The Incredible Hulk as Mark Roberts, offering a touch of gravitas to the series with his seasoned acting. Brooke is perhaps best remembered for his iconic line in The Graduate, "Plastics," a role that immortalized him in cinematic history. Though his career was steady, his personal life was a quieter tragedy. Married for decades, Brooke and his wife endured the heartbreak of losing a child early in their marriage, a pain that forever shadowed their union. A consummate professional, Brooke worked steadily into his later years, though he battled health issues. He succumbed to emphysema in 1986, his death a stark reminder of the fragility of even the most enduring talents. Harry Towns, born in 1914, brought a haunting depth to his portrayal of Del Fry, a character who mirrored Dr. Banner's inner torment across 2 1981 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. A stage-trained actor with an affinity for introspective and morally complex roles, Towns transitioned seamlessly between television and film, appearing in series such as The Twilight Zone and Star Trek. Despite his professional accomplishments, Towns led a solitary personal life. Never marrying, he reportedly struggled with feelings of alienation, a theme reflected in many of his roles. In his later years, he turned to religion, becoming an Episcopal priest in his native Alabama, a pursuit that seemed to provide solace from the loneliness that shadowed him. He passed away in 2001, quietly, from natural causes at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy of nuanced, often underappreciated performances. Mickey Jones, 1941 to 2018. Mickey Jones brought a rugged, down-to-earth charm to his portrayal of Doc in 3 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. Known for his gruff demeanor and distinctively long beard, Jones was more than an actor, he was a talented drummer, having played with iconic musicians such as Bob Dylan and Kenny Rogers. Transitioning to acting, he became a familiar face in roles that showcased his blue-collar persona, appearing in films like Total Recall and Sling Blade. Beneath his professional success lay a personal life touched by heartbreak. Married to his wife, Phyllis, for over 4 decades, their bond endured despite personal struggles, including long periods of separation due to work commitments. Diagnosed with diabetes, Jones battled health complications for years, culminating in a prolonged hospitalization due to an infection. He passed away in 2018, leaving a legacy of resilience and versatility in the entertainment industry. Don Marshall, 1936 to 2016. As a recurring character, Don Marshall brought a quiet intensity to the role of a doctor in 3 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. A trailblazer for African American actors, Marshall gained recognition for his role as Dan Erickson in the groundbreaking sci-fi series Land of the Giants. Despite his professional achievements, his personal life was fraught with the challenges of navigating Hollywood as a black actor during a time of systemic discrimination. Marshall's relationships were marked by both passion and tension. His marriage ended in divorce, and he often spoke of the strain his career placed on his family life. In his later years, Marshall became an advocate for diversity in the entertainment industry, mentoring young actors. He passed away in 2016 due to natural causes, his pioneering spirit and contributions to television remembered by many. Lola Albright, born in 1924, exuded elegance and strength in her role as Elizabeth Collins in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk in 1981. Renowned for her work as Edie Hart in the series Peter Gunn, Albright's career was marked by her portrayal of complex, glamorous women. She navigated a turbulent personal life, including 3 marriages that all ended in divorce. Childless, she once confided in an interview that her dedication to her craft often came at the expense of personal relationships. Known for her warmth but also a certain guardedness, Albright retired in the late 1980s after battling health issues. She spent her later years away from the spotlight and passed away in 2017, at 92, following complications from Alzheimer's disease, a cruel ailment that dimmed but could never extinguish the radiant spark she brought to her roles. Whit Bissell, born in 1909, lent his seasoned gravitas to the role of Dr. John Zeiderman in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk between 1979 and 1980. A prolific character actor, Bissell appeared in over 300 film and television roles, including Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956, and The Time Machine, 1960. His career was a testament to reliability in Hollywood, but his personal life bore the weight of its challenges. Married twice, he experienced a turbulent first union marked by frequent separations before finding relative stability with his second wife, Marjorie Bull. Despite their enduring bond, Bissell's later years were marred by declining health and fading opportunities in an industry that often forgets its stalwarts. He passed away in 1996 from complications of Parkinson's disease, leaving behind a legacy of subtle, memorable performances. Robert Donner, born in 1931, brought an unforgettable eccentricity to his dual roles, including Bernard Devlin, in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk from 1980 to 1981. Known for playing quirky and sometimes menacing characters, Donner appeared in numerous series such as The Waltons and Mork and Mindy. His career reflected a knack for transforming supporting roles into scene-stealing moments, yet his personal life was less charmed. Donner never married, and those close to him noted a recurring restlessness in his relationships, as though his on-screen personas mirrored his real-life struggle to connect. Tragically, Donner's life was cut short by a heart attack in 2006 at the age of 75. Despite his passing, his distinctive energy and commitment to his craft remain etched in the memories of audiences and colleagues alike. Mako, born Makoto Iwamatsu in 1933, gave life to the wise and enigmatically sung in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk, aired between 1978 and 1979. Known for his distinct voice and commanding presence, Mako was a trailblazer for Asian actors in Hollywood, earning an Academy Award nomination for his role in The Sand Pebbles, 1966. His career spanned decades, marked by standout performances in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, and as the voice of Uncle Iroh in Avatar, The Last Airbender. However, Mako's journey was far from easy. He emigrated to the U.S. during World War II, facing racial prejudice and financial hardship. Despite his professional achievements, his personal life was tumultuous. His marriage to actress Shizuko Hoshi was reportedly strained, though they remained together and had 2 daughters. Mako passed away in 2006 from esophageal cancer, a diagnosis he received while still working, underscoring his unyielding dedication to his craft. Dick ONeal, born in 1928, played the pragmatic and world-weary Callahan in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk in 1981. With a career spanning stage, television, and film, ONeal became a familiar face in roles that often exuded a working-class charm, such as in The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974. Despite his professional success, ONeal's personal life carried a quieter melancholy. Married but reportedly distant from his family due to his obsessive dedication to acting, he found solace in his work rather than relationships. He passed away in 1998 from heart failure, his final years spent largely in solitude, reflecting on a life filled with memorable performances but marked by an elusive sense of personal fulfillment. Robert Alda, born in 1914, appeared as the charming yet scheming Giancarlo Corleone in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk between 1978 and 1979. Best known as George Gershwin in Rhapsody in Blue, 1945, and as a Broadway performer, Alda had a charismatic on-screen persona that often masked personal struggles. His first marriage, to Joan Brown, ended in divorce, leaving a fraught relationship with his son, actor Alan Alda. His second marriage to Flora Marino was steadier, but Alda's career decline and health issues cast a shadow over his later years. A stroke in the 1980s limited his ability to perform, and he passed away in 1986 due to complications from another stroke. Despite these challenges, his legacy endures in the charm and vitality he brought to his performances, and in the acting dynasty he helped create. Barbara Tarbuck, born in 1942, appeared briefly as the third nurse in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk in 1979, marking one of many small but impactful roles in her career. Known later for her work as Lady Jane Jacks on General Hospital, Tarbuck had a steady yet understated presence in Hollywood. Her personal life was largely private, though close friends noted her struggles with balancing work and family, particularly as a single mother raising a daughter after a failed marriage. In her later years, she turned to teaching and found some peace in mentoring young actors. Tarbuck passed away in 2016 from Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, a rare and devastating illness, leaving behind a legacy of quiet resilience and an enduring dedication to her craft. Buck Young, 1921 to 2000. A versatile actor, Buck Young brought depth to his role as Bob Long in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. His career spanned decades, with appearances in shows like Gunsmoke and Bonanza, but he remained relatively under the radar compared to Hollywood's leading stars. Born Gerald Brown, Young faced struggles balancing family life with the demands of a fickle industry. Married to actress Patricia Gates, their relationship endured strain, particularly as Young grappled with long bouts of unemployment in the 1980s. He was a devoted father to 2 children but was reportedly distant due to the emotional toll of his career struggles. Buck Young died in 2000 from complications of Alzheimer's disease, leaving behind a bittersweet legacy of professionalism tinged with personal sacrifice. Those who knew him remembered a man dedicated to his craft yet haunted by the pressures of sustaining a Hollywood career. Ted Markland was born in 1933, a gifted actor who found notable success in television during the late 1970s and early 1980s. In The Incredible Hulk, 1977 to 1982, he portrayed Ike, appearing in 2 episodes between 1978 and 1980. Markland had an extensive career in both television and film, often playing tough, grizzled characters. His filmography spanned genres, but it was the rugged roles in TV series that made him a familiar face to viewers. Sadly, despite his on-screen strength, Markland's personal life was marred by struggles with health issues and financial difficulties. He never achieved the kind of stardom that might have offered him the comfort of wealth, and his later years were spent largely out of the limelight. He passed away in 2020, at the age of 87, after a quiet life away from the public eye. Markland's death followed years of declining health, and it seemed he had been mostly forgotten by Hollywood by the time of his passing, though his contributions to early TV drama are still appreciated by a few dedicated fans. Fritzy Burr, 1924 to 2003. Fritzy Burr, a character actress known for her comedic timing and flair, appeared as Gladys in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. Born in Philadelphia, she grew up in a tumultuous household, with her parents' constant arguments shaping her wit as a defense mechanism. Throughout her career, Burr became a familiar face in TV sitcoms, guest starring in shows like Sanford and Son and The Golden Girls. However, she struggled with typecasting, often relegated to playing quirky neighbors or sharp-tongued spinsters. Her personal life was equally troubled. A brief, unhappy marriage ended in divorce, and she never remarried. Burr confided in friends that her relationships often faltered due to her deeply ingrained insecurities and fear of abandonment. In her later years, she faced declining health and financial difficulties, which she bore with stoic humor. She died in 2003 of heart failure in Los Angeles, her passing largely unnoticed by the Hollywood she had quietly served for decades. Friends described her as a woman whose laughter masked a deep well of sorrow, a theme that seemed to echo through her life and roles. John Stedman, 1909 to 1993. Known for his weathered face and gravelly voice, John Stedman portrayed the old convict in 2 episodes of The Incredible Hulk. A character actor often cast in roles reflecting his rugged appearance, he built a career primarily in television and supporting film roles, including memorable performances in The Longest Yard, 1974, and White Lightning, 1973. Despite his on-screen presence, Stedman lived a largely reclusive life, preferring the quiet solitude of his modest California home. Tragedy marked his later years when he battled emphysema and severe arthritis, which limited his ability to work and interact socially. He passed away in 1993, alone in his home, from respiratory failure. Little is known about his personal relationships, though friends noted his regret over a lost love from his youth, which perhaps shaped the melancholic edge evident in his performances. How do you feel about the departure of the actors in The Incredible Hulk? Which one do you miss the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our latest videos. The journey is far from over, stay tuned for more exciting content.